Welcome. This video is going to show my preferred method of using a hidden cable for a USB or cigar lighter outlet. It's just the way I like to do it. It's a method I've used before on other motorcycles I've owned, and I've fitted this successfully to another Cub. It involves removing the tank cover under the seat, removing bodywork panel, and of course the battery cover. So here we go. In this case I need to remove my centre rack here, 5mm Allen wrench, and remove the battery cover. This always worries me. Always. But you can see there where the two side panels overlap. This is removing the tank cover. There are two trim clips either side at the rear of the tank cover. I love the click these make, which you can't hear. But it's so good, I've done this special clip for you. What a lovely, satisfying click. And it's the same when you put them back in, which I'm going to have to do now. When you put them back in, you can usually press them in with your fingers. How about that? Such joy out of simple things. Back to the matter in hand, lifting off the tank cover. Here's the cable on the right hand side at the rear of the tank cover. Probably won't be able to see much here, but you just need to pull it off its fixing like so, and disconnect the cable, and there you have one loose tank cover. There's another fixing at the top rear left, as it's the left cover I'm taking off. Crosshead screw. There are two screws here which hold the seat release mechanism. There are two fixings on the left hand side rear of the panel. At the top of that black section there's a trim clip previously featured, and at the bottom here something that Honda mysteriously call a special screw. So I dealt with it with a special screwdriver. I just loosened off the shock absorber bolt at the top. I would have been better placed by actually taking it off, taking my pannier frames off, and actually moving the shock absorber right away. It would have been easier and kinder to the bike, I think. But there you go. This is the point where I took the two screws from the seat release mechanism off. There it is. And here's a bit of nudity for you. Panel off. There are two Allen bolts holding the battery cover in place. I do urge caution with this because they are a bit fiddly to get out. And I have dropped one inside the engine, never to be seen again. Not actually inside the engine, but you know what I mean. Sorry if this is a bit wobbly, I must be holding a camera in one hand. Looking from the front of the bike, there's one of these Allen bolts top left and one bottom right. Having removed the Allen bolts, you can manoeuvre the battery cover upwards slightly and reveal the terminal bolts, and you're ready to attach all the wonderful electrical gizmos you'd like to hardwire in, like, you know, plasma TV, T's made. I've made up a cable, 10 amp fuse, and a connector. Sorry, I didn't mean to put that in your face like that. At the other end. I'm feeding this behind the bracket here. Beneath this pipe. There's a little bracket in the centre here with a white clip holding some wiring in place, which I've just popped out. I've fed the wire underneath and brought it back over the top from the right hand side of the bike. And that will hold it in place, stop it flapping around. Now, because I've got ring connectors for my sat-nav cable and now this cable, the bolts for the battery terminals were just too short to grab hold of the thread. So it's not the first time I've found something in an ancient collection of stuff I've had since the dinosaurs died out. Found a couple of suitable bolts, which I was very pleased about, and they were a bit long. I just ground them down and they worked a treat. Here is the cable connected. I've tucked the fuse holder just between the top of the battery and the underside of the tank. Cable runs along the left hand side of the bike. And here's the loop once it's all put back together that I made, so that I can access it easily. Closes without any interference from the catch. So there it is, my solution, easily accessible, easily put awayable. There's my smart battery attached. This is a cigar lighter attachment cable I always use with a connector at the other end. Beauty that is, you can use a cigar lighter attachment or a USB, and plug my phone in, put it in the pannier, roll it up, charge on the move.